that's the beauty of the Enigma. You do just have a strong, very capable offlane hero that is able to kind of do his job regardless of whether or not you're able to do yours. You're always going to get those denies on the range creep. Wave's always going to be pushing forward. But yeah, top lane, caught in the worst of ways, just a little bit too far up.
He is likely off to try and do something else somewhere else. In the meantime, though, that gives us a moment to maybe look at this mid matchup here. Gunnar versus Abed. So far, ET, it's relatively even. Abed's got a slight edge on the denies here, but they are both farming pretty well, as down in the bottom lane, SabeRLight is going to get jumped again. Husky, basically the sacrificial lamb for that play, ate all the tower shots, all the damage.
And he's really starting to rock this lane. Gunnar really is starting to struggle now. It's where you finally got those level 3 shadow raises, and all Gunnar can do is try and work for his level 6 and then rotate out to farm. But, oh, Abed actually missed that raise, and unfortunate, but Gunnar...
Oh. Comes up just in time to get that final raise, and Gunnar...
You can't go back really anywhere, and now you're going to take a little bit of Abed's jungle, which is fine for now. Abed's not getting kicked out of his own lane, but is certainly a drawback of the game plan so far. Gunnar, on fly, being very annoying. Will save his teammate, but nope. Husky gets in, and now Abed on the low ground. There's an Arcaner in here.
You're going to throw down the Tombstone. He's trying to channel the Requiem, but he gets stunned first. Torrent will miss, but Abed, he's just getting stunned up repeatedly. No Requiem forthcoming. And they've got crit as well. Caught him with the X. He's going to try to make a nice play with the Blink, and he did jump past 4. Tricks of the Trade, creating a little separation, but that Pulse Nova is just ticking him down, and Gunnar finishes the job with the Lightning Storm. Double kill for Lesh, 3 kills in total, and...
Really, only question in the back of my mind is how early Yamsun gets the Ag Shard, because it is such a great tool for both fighting and farming. But it's actually top lane. Look at this. Moo.
You're able to cancel his TP. Okay. Here's your first overgrowth. They want, realistically, the highest value target they could find here, and Abed is pushing forward a little bit. Crit is going to spot this out, but will that matter? Abed still gets stunned. Mortimer Kisses are going to come through. Ghost Ship even being deployed, and Abed's already down. Black Hole, though, does catch the Leshrac, but he still has the Bloodstone going. Oh, we said before, SabeRLight can't seem to catch a break. Unfortunately, ET, his bad luck continues.
The heroes just get there too quickly. It's just too fast. And already there was not really going to be a way for him to Black Hole, but then with Abed going down so quickly, it sucks even harder, as Arteezy does find the return kill, but now you got a Leshrac on you. You got a lot of stolen damage, but, you know, it doesn't matter. Yamsun involved in the kill as well, just can't run away. And they're right back onto another tier 1. Don't really need it on the Kunkka. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And there you go.
Coming up behind him, so Shopify, as much as they want to avoid fights, they also don't want to give up towers for free. Oh, Gunnar. They caught him with the dart. Cookie, though, is going to bounce him up onto the high ground. He's still losing a lot of health. And that is his first life down. Invis Rune did not help him there, but Nouns are going to start setting up. Husky goes for the Tombstone play, and that Black Hole is... It's well placed, but SabeRLight just doesn't have the means to protect himself once he's cast it. And now he's in trouble. X is on him. He's going to get pulled back into the fight. And very quickly taken down, so...
Yeah, and Arteezy's got the refresher queued up, even though that build is so tight when it comes to mana. You really can't use everything twice. You have to make a pretty difficult choice. As Nouns, they smoke up, they look for the play, they're trying to get onto Arteezy. They're trying to force out BKBs right now, but I think the play is going to be given up, and now Yamsun, yeah, gets scouted, eats a ton of damage.
Black Hole, they caught him. He's going to try to toggle his way through it, but it's not going to be enough. And now they want to go back in, but I don't know about this one. Arteezy's losing a lot of his HP. He's going to get hit by the Doom, will be taken down. And that was maybe a little bit too much from Shopify. They're going to try to just back out. Fly is getting really hit hard here. But it's only Husky chasing at the moment. He is going to get silenced up, though, and taken down, but that's Gunnar's cue to push in. But that's a few too many heroes, and there's no match community. The dart puts him to sleep. Lelis has to try and push him away with the cookie. And Shopify, they're going to try and push in again. Gunnar is in a dangerous spot, but there's that Bloodstone starting to heal him up, holding his ground. And Mu is going to try to push in. This is just a back and forth sort of seesaw fight, but Abed is caught, stunned up, and taken down. And Shopify at this point, I mean, they were playing a very sort of dangerous game there, ET, but now they realize our two main damage dealers are down. It's time to stop.
It goes in both directions. The only reason they get the free call on the Yamsun is because Shopify have great sentry coverage, and then they overextend themselves and they play into Nouns' high ground vision. But mid lane, well, Arteezy, he's got gas to give. He wants this big fight. He's got BKB, but there's also a Kunkka coming into this team fight this time around. Shopify need to be so careful they don't overextend here, but he's doing everything to kill Gunnar, but Arteezy, I don't think it's enough.
He wants it so damn bad, but he's not going to get it. The Greaves come in for the heal. And you mentioned the Kunkka was coming. He didn't get here yet. Now Yamsun's in.
It's just a great opportunity for Nouns. Get to utilize that high ground vision they placed before, because this is sketchy. They do not really want to be down here. If a Doom lands onto Arteezy, he's just dead. You can't TP out of that, and that's what it looks like is exactly going to happen. Even though Mu might not hit immediately, but he's stuck here now. He has to fight.
Yeah, SabeRLight, he's waiting for his moment. No blink, though, to immediately jump in, so he needs to just do it on foot. But while he waits, his teammate will fall, and SabeRLight, he tried to TP out, but it's hit up by the Torrent. That's really the worst of both worlds there.
Lelis has a loaded sword, but it's still easy to pick him apart if you can find that Lush Strike early in the team fight. Problem is when that boat goes down, their damage just evaporates, and here we are, trying to initiate.
Force Staff comes in. Husky has to sacrifice himself. Now Yamsun. Okay.
Oh no.
X play canceled. There's a buyback,
they
though.
gotta go. Really nice. Look at that. Simple as that. And a refresher shard given over to Mu.
Don't really have any means of stopping his TP, which is up in 2 seconds, so maybe we just have to let him go there. But Mu's actually not leaving. He is trying to bait them in. His teammates are coming. And Gunnar, okay, says enough of this. We're not going to try to be sneaky. We're just going to push our way in. And SabeRLight is in some serious trouble. Is he willing to go for the black hole here? Almost certainly not. And that is going to cost him. SabeRLight and Crit both get taken down. Meanwhile, over on the other side of the map, Lelis had eyes on Abed, but nobody really has an immediate path to join that fight. So, I mean, all the outer towers had already been taken, and outside of maybe 1 or 2 little shredders thrown on the tower, which are immediately removed by the living armor, they didn't do any chip damage either. Yamsun, though, hold on a second. He's trying to push his way in here. And there's going to be the black hole to pull it onto him. Where's his teammates? They do jump in. The Doom is down onto the Enigma, so SabeRLight gets his black hole canceled. And now Shopify are in some trouble. They're going to lose 1 already. Crit is dropping low. Arteezy with his BKB should be able to fall back. But ET, they take that fight in a rough spot. Abed wanted absolutely nothing to do with that. He fell back immediately. Nouns finally get their chance to try and push this high ground. Did not go spectacularly, but they're in.
Yeah, they got Glyph, and that really is all that matters as Fly. Yeah,
Whoa.
Beautiful scan from Gunnar, able to make that jump. Now just looking for the kill. Will get feared away, but here's the Ogre Seal Totem. Love it. But there's also a refresher. Arteezy, he could get doomed up here. Mu,
there it is.
Beautifully orchestrated.
And Arteezy, he just bought his Satanic ET, so he has no buyback. Oh boy.
Razor, there's just no secondary core to make space. And now, well, your throwaways, you've got 2 throwaways. SabeRLight's dead weight. He just agrees at this point.
Shopify don't take the bait. Probably in their best interest. But now, can they take a fight at all? That's an Aghanim Scepter picked up on the Doom, making its way out to him, but they might jump before he gets it. And there's going to be the jump. They get the stun, they get the Doom. Razor's locked down. Ghost Ship coming through. Black Hole from SabeRLight is going to connect, but his teammates are already dying. Abed, though, going for the Requiem at point-blank range, doing a fair bit of damage, but they can't actually kill. And there's your GG, ET. They were willing to give it one last shot, and the worst part about it is that last shot actually involved a good Black Hole for the first time, and it just wasn't enough.
And there you go. Shopify are not invulnerable. That distance is getting cleared. And Gunnar's coddle, so he's looking to be annoying. And okay, Abed's on the snap. Cool.
Oh.
It's bottom where the real fight is. Big stick pop from SabeRLight, though. Full one. Crits the one in danger, and I don't know if he walks this one away. There's going to be another decay in 4 seconds, and yeah, Husky lays out. Doesn't even need it. Just has enough damage, and SabeRLight, yeah, this guy hurts. not max HP by any imagination. He's just taking so much damage, and then you'll realize that, yeah, playing Radiant Coddle, it sucks a little bit. Probably stack the large camp and work on it sooner than later. We're also seeing from Gunnar, who's a travel rush, back bottom.
Yamsun gets caught.
Yeah. Far up the wave. Again, just not having the small camp. You just can't bring it back near your tower.
With what was coming his way, didn't feel safe. Speaking of not safe, Gunnar. And they make the jump here. The cookie stunned, but they are under the tower. It's going to be risky. Fairy Fire popped. Gunnar, very fast with the boots of travel. And now Yamsun, who was just kind of farming in that jungle, gets a bit of a freebie. Wanders over, says, hey, Crit, what's up? And at a certain stage, Shopify Rebellion may start looking for him. And, you know, it's one thing to get pushed out of your lane. You've got some recovery there. But if you get caught in the jungle as well, then it's just kind of over. As Arteezy in some trouble in the top lane. Has a TP scroll here. But he's going to try to just kind of fight his way out, recognizing, TPing away probably not viable. Mu, though, look at the dance he's doing. It's not quite enough, though. Runs out of space, and Abed does manage to track him down eventually. But they got the kill onto Arteezy, and Gunnar is still here. Sending out some Illuminates, operating in and around their own Tombstone. Tombstone that will now fall as Abed gets it, but because he goes for the Tombstone, there's no backup to save Crit. Gunnar, yeah, going for the Urn. Urn into a Spirit Vessel, most likely to play for him, so... yeah, that's not exactly an easy target to bring down. It does bring an end to the fight, though, and over in the middle lane, Abed able to take advantage of the fact that Lelis was alone trying to soak up some experience.
Yeah, and Abed is a monster. He's level 10, 11 minutes into the game. He's right next to Gunnar in terms of both his farm and net worth, but look mid. Here comes SabeRLight, and yeah, Gunnar, very nicely played. Actually has that Force Staff early, is going for still the greedy build, but definitely defensive here, as, yeah, little bit of vision there. Mu gets the Doom off, but gets the Siphon off beforehand, but Lelis still kisses.
Oh, that's a problem. That is a lot of damage, and that's going to be a trade-off. He gives his life for the trade, but as we have repeatedly said... there it is.
There you go. Lelis decides, yeah, I'm losing it. Might as well go for it anyway, and makes the Roche slightly faster, but if they're not careful, they get sloppy for just a second. That's where that Ricky creates those opportunities for you.
And Nouns are bringing quite a few heroes over towards the middle lane, and Husky does get jumped in on, but they're not able to kill him off quickly here. The Overgrowth comes in, but they do get the kill. Spitting Crit into the fight, but they want onto Gunnar. They want to take that Aegis out right now, and they will get it. And Nouns, are you willing to go for another round of fighting? Mu has Doom, but no Blink.
The Ghosts actually seek perfectly onto the tier 1, so they get to effectively West-Rack the tower, where SabeRLight is just safely in the trees, fogging them, and they'll kill the ward now, but too little too late. You got the deny, but there's a big fly coming in.
Oh, jumps straight in. Lelis taken down right away. Husky in some trouble again. Mortimer Kisses do some damage. Crit finishes the kill, and Shopify are starting to get the ball rolling here, ET. I mean, they can go for anyone that they want, but at this point, ET, it's less who they want and more just who they can find, because Mu is going to wander into the line of fire. They do get him with the stun there with the spit out, but Mu's got a BKB. Overgrowth, though, keeping him locked in place, and Arteezy with the DD rune just kept on firing away till they get the kill. Mu really does have to be kind of the first guy in if Nouns want to make a play.
Oh, look at this. Very smart smoke from Nouns. Do the first possible Roche timer. They're going in. They're trying to get SabeRLight early. Yet again.
Okay. They got it. There's a lot of knockback there onto that Death Prophet, but can they actually save her? Will they just go for the deny? Abed is actually going to use the Gobble up here, just trying to eat as much of this as possible. And that's going to be enough. SabeRLight will live. Crit does end up dying, but SabeRLight survives. They're healing him up with a living armor. He's holding his Greaves, surprisingly enough, trying to get into the fight first. But will there be a fight? They're positioning. Now they're going to go, looking to push their way forward. Yamsun does get stunned by that cookie, but the Force Staff is enough to get him into the river. And they're going to try and hold their ground here, but against that XOET, it's a little bit too tough. Now they're going to back themselves away. Husky and Lelis, though, should get caught. But Lelis certainly win.
Further.
They go for the spit out play. Husky does end up dying. The root is going to be there onto Gunnar, who does not have a BKB, so he's just got to try to run. Looks like he is going to be able to get away.
give in to the Treant, I guess, because Lina Shard's pretty meh. So yeah, we'll get spread across, but big motivator for Shopify to dodge out a fight. They get kited around a little bit, and even though they get the tier 1, it's still very expensive, and it costs them Roche, which is pretty disastrous. Goes bottom. Well, Crit still creating these plays in Moo. He's going to try for it, but Fly even just says, nah, you're not getting out. Makes it an absolute kill.
Well, I mean, look at the position that they're in. Do they actually... Yeah, they have a smoke on Lelis. I mean, they have to, yeah, they have to be smoking. You don't all go stand and hold hands in that tree line unless you are, but that smoke pops instantly onto Crit, which means they are going to just try and clean him up, and they find that kill. Oh, the gem. At the rate that they're getting through Roche here, they may not care, but here comes Shopify. Pushing their way forward. They do not have Crit here, but their smoke just popped. They're going to try and go for the spit play, get the card in there. And now if you're Nouns, you have a decision to make. Do you commit for Roche? The kisses are flying through. Not doing a crazy amount of damage here, but Roche is dropping. Moo makes his move. They're going to get in. They get the stun, they get the doom. Death Prophet in some trouble. Teammates aside. Yeah, we don't actually want to be in there after all. So, SabeRLight effectively sacrificed, but I don't know. Didn't seem like they were going to be able to do too much more than that. Husky, though, did get picked off. A little bit too far to the south.
It isn't the fastest Roche because Yamsun's still looking for Crit, but once he has it, he can just chunk through anybody, everybody, really. And Arteezy, looking at him top for going, and there you have it.
Well, this is a problem. Can they defend? Can they save him? They get the spit out play, but he didn't hold it long enough. Last time Abed was able to hold his teammate in there until the Doom had lost enough duration. That was not the case this time around, so he still burns on Arteezy. They smoke up. They're making their way out of there. 30 seconds for Doom, though, so that is something that they're going to have to do without here. But the scan did reveal heroes. They're going to try and move. They've got Crit. Quick and easy kill right away. Yamsun's in on to Fly as well. That Overgrowth comes out. But is it really enough to matter? It's so late into the fight. Abed as well, he's channeling out the kisses, but the damage just is not focused onto anyone. He does drop Lelis a little bit low, but at this point that damage really doesn't matter, and if you're Shopify, do you want to try a second attempt here? You EXO for a little while longer as SabeRLight just jumps in. That is a very risky play, but it does get them the kill. Moo goes down, the TB is now going to get disarmed. They go for the spit-up play to stun him up as well, and they do get through his first life. Moo, seeing the danger, has to buy back, but they need to be able to push up here. Their Terrorblade is in trouble. He doesn't have a BKB. They're going to try to force staff him. Does he get the Sunder off? Yes, he does. Swapping HP bars with SabeRLight. Just getting bounced around this fight. Disarmed again, but Moo found his target. Jumped in. Doom onto Lina. That Lina, though, is doing a lot of damage, but it will not be enough. Gunnar from the back line fires the Illuminate in to heal everybody up. If you're Shopify Rebellion, where's the vulnerability, AT? Where is the weak point for them to try and put pressure on?
And that is the question again. Oh my god, these Roach spawns. 10 seconds. And Arteezy spearheading this smoke
Arteezy
and will break it.
They're on the Gunnar, but there's the telekinesis to pull him back. Fly did not catch him with that Overgrowth either, so now the fight's going to break out. Yamsun holding his ground, dishing out the damage. Lina dropped low, Lina taken down. Arteezy gone for 90 seconds, no buyback available, but the kisses are still hitting onto the TB. The Exo Spirits are doing some work as well, but can they actually take him down? Even with the silence on him, he's still holding his ground. He needs to find a Sunder target. They haven't been able to get onto him, though, and Yamsun's just going to heal off of his own teammate. Lelis just says, take my health and keep the fight going, and now if you're Shopify, you've just got to run, but they cannot make it out in one piece. Fly gets caught. Crit will look to TP home. He makes it away.
Without Alina still, without Alina buyback, they're just going to march their way onto the high ground. At the very least, look for Glyph, but...
And now, well, the Hex is deployed. Arteezy has to back up, which means the middle lane of Rax will be finished off in its entirety, and not going to risk it. Yamsun had about a fourth of the duration of meta, but decides to TP bot instead. Deal with this creep wave pushing in, and of course they do have... Yeah, they do have this play. They're going to recall him immediately, and now they're going to look for the fight. They jump in onto Fly. They're able to hex him up. Not taking him down just yet. He is lasting a long time, but SabeRLight was hit by the Doom. So while the Exo is running ET, he's not going to be able to get anything else out in this engagement, and now the Will-O-Wisp comes in. It's immediately killed by Arteezy, but speaking of kills, SabeRLight does go down, and now they got the stun. Lina locked down, Moo refreshes the Doom, goes in for the lockdown. Abed firing away from the backline with the kisses, but that's not going to be enough. He's got to get the spit out play, but he doesn't actually get it in time. Tried to push forward, not able to catch his teammate, and now it's all going to fall apart. They're getting run back to their own fountain. Abed will make it. Crit, though, obviously will not. Double kill for Gunnar. Buyback immediately from that Ricky, but buyback for what? There's no Lina. There's no DP. They just aren't going to be able to mount a defense.
No,
there's the
not
GG.
enough time, and there you go.
Ooh.
Nouns 2-0 Shopify. They keep the streak alive. They keep lossless in this upper bracket, and they've 2-0'd their way directly into the grand finals. Nouns are just on fire.
Playing at, frankly, the highest level we have seen from them